They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Buffalo's offense will get the first crack at it here. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a man, it's Duggar. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for room, it's Burch. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, David?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't really know. I mean, top 25 class is good. It's not elite, but how do these guys perform, Palmer, early, day one in their career?
Yeah, they're going to have to grow up pretty quick because we expect to see a lot of these guys play meaningful snaps in this game here today as well. I think that's what the fans really want to see here today.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Duggar. Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Looking to throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's snow. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Martin. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Looking for a man. It's Duggar. Here comes the heat. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bulls send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch around the 50. Wide open, it's a foot race. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Offense in a bunch formation. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Duggar. There's the pressure. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Going to the running game. Thrust that arm out. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Fires downfield. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They're going to run it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Snow. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Duggar. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. The Bulls will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's strong. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's caught. It's Snow. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big...
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Kent State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And the returner will be brought down. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Grabbed over the middle, it's Birch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Grab near the marker. It's Morrow. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew. But I might have surveyed the middle.
Throws toward the end zone. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Duggar. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room and none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Turning it on! Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Bulls with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Give him 109 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They've been running it, but down the pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. From the gun, give on the inside.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catch them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run it from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quarterback making checks. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Martin. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. And his throw is incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Inside the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Saunders. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. Hey, he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Bulls will hustle to the line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Rush is on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Touchdown, Buffalo! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6. Attempt to try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Man, those last two plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Gets it out fast. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking left. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Duggar. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.